Today we're going to no man's land, to the nether realm, to a battlefield that'll make World War II quiver in fear. Today I'm going to be talking about Scott Pilgrim versus the World, ruined a whole generation of women. The song. Now, this shit sounds like a shitty Xbox mic mixed with shitty guitar riffs, but I'm not here to discuss the song. I'm here to talk about the comment section. There's more people to each other's throats in this than an orgy full of people with a choking fetish. This shit is full of golden quotes. These incels wonder why they can't get a girlfriend and will soon die alone. Felix Manalo and his consequences have been a disaster for the entire Filipino race. Quantum mechanics are the best in the world to have you in the world, and you are not a good person to be able to see you in the sun or not even though you are not being in the hood. What y'all don't understand is that the whole point is that regardless of how true the stereotypes and issues in this video are, it is also an incel anthem. This video makes a false assumption that any women listen to Death Grips. This song goes so hard. Love from Florida PR. I hate women. Who puts women more in danger during the elections? A literal misogynist or a female voter who hangs "There are no real borders" in her room with Christmas lights? Misogynist track. That's why it's good. Crazy that the song is just about an objectively perfect person. This song ruined an entire generation of men. A bunch of these types of white girls will always run to black guys after 10,000 white guys. Black dudes, please stay away from these disgusting creatures for your safety, mental health, and a bunch of other reasons. They ruined many of us, they will ruin many of you. Where are all the fellow straight white males who stay as their own birth gender at? How many of us are left? We're a dying breed, you know. Years later, and this song is still proven right, both by men who want to appear virtuous through fake disgust, and women who feel personally attacked for being exactly the kind of person the song describes. History truly repeats it. Men just can't leave women alone. The song of my generation. I can't believe I actually liked this song as a kid. It reeks of inceldom and misogyny. How is this misogynistic? It's not saying all women are this way. It's making fun of the over-romanticized manic pixie dream girl archetype that so many women try to emulate. Also, it came out in like 2018. You're still a fucking kid if you were when this came out, LMAO. Really fell off, didn't you? This goes very hard. Love from Kazakhstan. I literally don't even know what an incel actually is, you dunce. I searched for Carolyn Cornstar. Not you being salty that women no longer conform to your ideals. I love how being a sad, lonely loser comes so naturally to men that they have to make a song blaming women to cope. I'm impressed with how dedicated they are to being butthurt. 2 words. Echo chamber. There needs to a new version called American Psycho ruined a whole generation of men. Patrick Bateman made me a base Sigma and I learned off the shallowness of the Matrix. I will forever thank him for it. We shall fight in the comment sections, we shall fight in the Facebook groups, we shall fight in the Facebook pages and in the page reviews, we shall fight in the DMs, we shall never surrender. Based Tradkith Groiper. I too hate women. Sleeping has proven that US government officials have citizens of Iraq held up at Area 62. This song is an anthem for insecure dudes who got dumped and literally couldn't move on to get another girl ever, LMAO. Cope. Strong, independent, transgender, birthing person of color. Remember that you are perfect just the way you are, and your lack of dating success is because men suck. Found the cum rag. Why y'all take it so personally? It's about a subset of women that definitely exist. Someone could make a song about douchey men and I'd find it equally as funny. You people have never spoken to a woman, huh? Incels are pathetic. Grow up. Frankly, I find that I enjoy talking to girls more than I do talking to boys. The problem with this is that this means I am more drawn towards people who are more likely to militantly disagree with my views, and in reality I can't rant like I do here. Maybe assess your views rather than blame others. I've spoken to enough women to know where I stand. Disliking mentally ill women? Nah. Is not being an incel. The guy who made this is quite literally one of the most famous incels, treating women like there is some fucking object there for your judgment is the reason you people get no one that wants to be with you. Mental illness isn't being an edgy online alt girl either. Maybe try to look into humans rather than make assumptions off of their hobbies and appearance and you will find someone you actually enjoy being with. You don't get to blame people for not wanting you. No one is naturally born a furry. Today I'm going to be talking to you about something that I hold very dear to my heart, something very important to me, and something that I really hope that you could all at least have something to relate to this kind of feeling with. So there's this old McDonald's item that I used to really love as a kid. Instead of Happy Meals, I would ask my dad, "Hey, can I get this instead?" He'd get it for me. And one day they just disappeared. We went up and asked for it, and they just disappeared. Now, A similar thing happened with the strawberry lemonade that they had before they got rid of it, which was one of my favorites. But we aren't here to talk about the strawberry lemonade because it doesn't hold as much to my heart as Fish McBites. Fish McBites was basically Filet-O-Fish, but they just made it into balls and they sold it like chicken nuggets. If I try to remember the flavor, it's a fading memory, much like the Smosh game and the existence of Mighty Wings. I ask anyone and none of them know what the hell a Fish McBite is. They say, dude, are you high? Was that a dream you had last night? None of them believe me. But I have solid proof that it actually existed through one of the commercials. Let me play this masterpiece for you.
Fishy, fishy. Fish, fish, McBites, McBites. Fish, fish, McBites, McBites. Fish, fish, McBites, McBites. Fishy, fishy.
Fish McBites are succulent and breaded to perfection. So take a trip to Mickey D's and get your service.
Fish, fish, McBites, McBites. Fish, fish, McBites, McBites. Fish, fish, McBites, McBites. Fishy, fishy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
As you could see, it was one of the greatest creations known to man. Socrates wishes he could create or say something so impactful and so amazing, such as Fish, fish, McBites, McBites. Seeing Fish McBites no longer being sold at my local McDonald's was like being told that your favorite restaurant just closed down, which has happened to me, and I've had just the same amount of sadness as I have had for Fish McBites, except Fish McBites didn't underpay their workers. Now, while I can go back and watch a bunch of shows I watched in my childhood and play a bunch of games I played when I was 5, or, go back to where I used to live, I can never go back to Fish McBites because they don't exist. So unless a recipe's out there, which I haven't actually checked yet, maybe I'll make Fish McBites one day, show you guys my amazing cooking skills, only equal to those of Gordon Ramsay or Joe Pesci and Jeremy Albertson. Just wanted to come here and tell you guys about my tragic story about the Fish McBites. I hope you took it into your heart and you could find something to relate to it. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about something that I hold dear to my heart, something that shows sometimes things in the past were better, and I'm not going to hit you with some boring crap like the video games were better, the McDonald's hamburgers were bigger. It's an old video of just a guy dancing, but let me tell you, all this shit you see about Dance Dance Revolution, Pump It Up, it's nothing compared to this guy. He's the master of his craft, and I've never seen anyone better. And if I was older, I would have experienced things that looked a lot more fun than sitting in my room.
Let's see your new move.
Oh, yeah.
Now with a beginning like that, the shit's gonna get deep. Nothing can fucking beat this man. He's an unstoppable force. If this dude cloned himself, and they combined, I'm pretty sure it would create a black hole that would destroy the entire Earth. But at the same time, if there was, then we'd be able to witness them battle, and it would be an infinite battle to the death. This is the shit that hits you deep in the soul. The man's dance moves, the praise from the crowd, and something that you could only see in an anime nowadays. I just came here to tell you guys about it, because it's very important to me. It shows that maybe I could be cool one day. See ya.